Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your weekly reading here on Dove and Serpent Tarot. If you're watching this reading was meant to find you. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Cancer, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. Wow, look at that. 10 of Pentacles. Right off the bat, best life ever, right? This is in store for you. This is here for you to achieve, right? I feel like very soon there's going to be a big sort of like a big leap in your progress. You know what I mean? I feel like you've been kind of making these small steps. You've been taking these, these calculated risks. You've been doing everything right. It's been step by step. I feel like, boom, I feel like a really big sort of windfall, a big leveling up is coming for you, right? This is the card of that best life. You got to know what you want. What is your picture of your best life? Get out your sheet of paper, get out a pencil, draw a picture of it, right? Write it down in your journal. What is wealth to you? What does your best life look like? You got your pets, you got your plants, you got your people. What are y'all doing, right? What is it like? Get to the details, right? Get to what color is the wallpaper in your vision, right? Put as much detail in there as you can. Yeah. Let's put this card into some context. Let's see what else might be going on. Oh, 2 of Cups. Yes. I feel like your picture of your best life is not complete without love, right? Love's the glue that's holding everything together. Yeah. Oh, we got the Princess of Cups too. We've got a Prince of Swords. We've got an 8 of Cups. Okay. And a 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is all that ambition. Yeah. 3 of Wands. The Lovers card. The love and the Lovers. What could be better than that? And we've got a Queen of Wands. And an 8 of Pentacles. I almost feel like there is, I think you realize how much effort you've been putting into your creative work, your business, your finances, your ambition, you know. And I think you're starting to realize that you need a little bit of joy. You need love to kind of help to hold everything together. Because what is all of this success and all of this ambition if you don't have the love, the joy, the connection, the community, the family, right? The friends or whatever it is to share everything with. Yeah. I feel like you're really bringing together both halves of your life here, all the fire and all the water coming together. Yeah. And you're realizing that love and family and community and joy and pleasure and meaning, satisfaction, all of that is what holds your life together. Let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the Factor Infinite and Unknown. We're going to set it down right here with Mr. Tao, our yin-yang duck, right on top. And now we're not going to look at that card until the end, all right? But it will tie everything together and give us our confirmation. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments, okay? Let's take a look around the room here. Curious that the only major arcana is this Gemini energy, the Lover's card, in your relationships. This is in your environment. This is like something that you're out here sort of looking for or interacting with. It's how you're relating to the environment. I feel like this is you choosing love, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that you're getting into a romantic relationship. It could, but it doesn't have to, okay? This is telling me that you are discerning in your life. That you're walking around every day choosing to unite with that which makes you feel love, that which brings you joy, that which brings you closer to your big picture life. And the rest of it is just bovine excrement. You got to know what you don't want. as well as you got to know what you do want, right? So I like this as the major. Now this really, we could be talking about a romantic situation in your life. If you are in a relationship, yes, this is what we're talking about. If you're not, I think this is you either looking for that, being open to that, choosing love rather than choosing nonsense, And it's like if the potential isn't there to really grow something good out of this, then why are we talking, It's kind of like you don't want to waste your time on anything, not just people, but anything, any sort of efforts, right? If you're going to put in 1,000% of your effort into life, well, you want something that's going to match you. You want to make sure that you're putting that effort into the right places. You want a good ROI, a good return on your investment. I think that's why we've got our 8 of Cups up here and our 8 of Pentacles over here. Living a life that's focused, that's sort of lopsided, it's focused on one thing only, or it's just kind of one-dimensional, you're not satisfied with that. That's not going to do it, right? This is a life that is, it's a life that's sort of half full or half empty. Either way is half, right? Maybe this is the recognition that, yeah, you know what? It's half full. This is a good way to look at it. Let me use that half. Let me use the half that I do have. Let me use that love and that devotion, and let me use everything that I do have in here to channel that into other efforts that can fill the rest of the cups up. Right? It's not just saying, oh, I got it, my glass is half full. Well, that's good enough. Better than it being all the way empty, right? No, this is saying, hey, let me take what I have and let me put it back into the world. Let me put it back into myself and into my relationships. Let me use this half to create more, right? Let me irrigate some other things in my life so that I can grow the other half of that. Yeah? And I think that's what is helping you to create your very best life. Yeah. And the love that holds it together. Because anytime we invest in love, anytime we invest in the right things, the right people, anytime we invest in that love, that 2 of Cups, that reciprocating energy, that love and affection, that mutual respect, and you know these people, these things, it's 1 and 1 equals more than 2. Anytime you invest in this kind of love, you're getting a major return on your investment. Okay? That's why there's a 10 of Pentacles there. Let's look at what else we've got. Okay, we got our major. We got fire, fire, fire. We've got water, water, water. Right? 3 waters. And then we've got a little bit of air. And we've got 2 earth cards. I like that we have 1, 2, 3 waters and 1, 2, 3 fires. Okay? And I think that we know if this is our best life, this is the picture of our best life. We know that we've got to invest in love if we're going to keep building toward that life. Now, a 10 of Pentacles is not the end. It's not saying that's the maximum that you're allowed in life. 10, right? No, the 10s of the tarot just mean an infinite number of these things. That energy can keep going as long as we want it to, as long as the conditions are correct. It's like saying there's no limit to how big this thing can grow. But we have to sort of, we got to have something manageable, right? So we have a 10. And this is wealth. This is kind of like getting everything in life that you ever wanted. Yeah, getting everything. Whatever your picture of wealth is, got it, all of it. Well, this is going to grow and change as you grow and change too. And so we have to look at it organically. Well, we have to look at it really like an 8 of Pentacles, right? Because it's something that has to grow and change. It's going to depend on what we feed it, what we irrigate it, what we nourish it with. And if you're nourishing it with toxic water, well, it's going to be toxic. if you're nourishing it with love, if you're irrigating it with that half of your cup that you do possess, well, it's going to keep growing and growing and growing and providing more and more fruit, more and more benefits. This is big time, right? I think that there is a love coming in your life. Now, I think there's someone in your past too. I'm feeling that there's a male energy about your age, someone from the past. I don't know, maybe the reference is that they have passed. Because I'm feeling that they're not in your life anymore. But I feel like there's a lot of love there. Yeah. A lot of even encouragement. I think maybe it's a sibling, but maybe it is a romantic partner that has transitioned to spirit. Okay. But there's a lot of love. It's a strong, strong connection there. And I feel like this person is coming through to really encourage you. To really say, you gotta keep going. You've gotta use everything that you have. And keep fighting and keep loving, right? And keep working toward this goal because that best life is there. Okay. The Princess of Cups at the bottom here, underneath the surface, bubbling up in you are some of these kind of like unfamiliar feelings. I think they're not strangers, but they're still kind of unfamiliar. Okay? You haven't felt these feelings in a while. Maybe these are feelings of hope. Maybe this is a feeling of optimism. Maybe it's a feeling of joy, of love, of connection, of wanting love, of wanting union, wanting maybe romance. Okay? Put your pitchforks away, it could be. Feeling this desire now to unite, to connect. Right? And maybe the Ten of Pentacles, maybe we're saying life is getting good. Let's make it even better. I was going to say gooder. Let's make it better. Let's focus on love. Because love is only going to add to your Ten of Pentacles. Okay? So these new feelings that are bubbling up in you, I think, are pushing you toward this focus on union, on bringing things together. And it's kind of like that's where you're seeing a lot of your fiery, ambitious energy is sort of going in that direction now. It's just like you want to have friends, you want to have family, you want to have the soulmate. You know, you want to have these connections and this intimacy. You're choosing love. You're choosing unity over anything else. Okay? Because that Lover's card is a choice. It's a choice of what you commit to. It's a choice of what really inspires you now. What is it out there in the world that's making you feel, hey, these are some strange feelings. I haven't felt this in a while. I like it. I haven't felt this in a while. I want more of it. I want to feel it more. Okay? Maybe it's joy. Maybe it's hope. Maybe it's satisfaction. Maybe it's something else. Yeah. It's a desire, maybe. Maybe it's a thirst. Maybe it's a hunger. Maybe it's saying, I want more out of life. And so instead of looking up at this Eight of Cups and thinking, well, this is life. I mean, it's not bad. It's not great. The glass is half full, or maybe sometimes it feels like it's half empty. Doesn't matter. At least there's something in it, right? Better than nothing. But no, now we're saying, well, I want more. I deserve more. I deserve to fill my cups up. In fact, why don't I use that little bit of water I still have left and put it into something that's really going to grow? Let me put it in something that inspires me, something that can grow into an amazing future. I predict you're falling in love with something here. Whether it's a person, a place, or a thing, an idea, a path, whether you're falling in love with life itself. And it's given you this surge of ambition. Yeah, I predict you're falling in love. And you're getting out from under this black cloud of, the Eight of Cups. We could call it hopelessness. We could call it a feeling of just being kind of disinterested in everything. Just kind of being silently miserable, I guess, right? I was going to just kind of silently suffering. quiet desperation, you know what I'm saying? Getting out from under this melancholy. Getting out from underneath this feeling of saying, well, you know, I'm not really interested in a lot of things. This is a card that, you know, you don't find much joy in different things. And it's just, I have just enough gas in the tank to get through the day, make ends meet. And that's about it. Maybe it's because of this peer of yours, this male energy, your age, that's not in your life anymore. Okay? Maybe since that happened, it's just kind of, well, you know, I guess just a half a glass, I guess that's my lot in life. And I should be content. I'm not going to be happy with half a glass, but better than nothing, right? I think you're saying, no, it's not. It's not better than nothing. Why don't I take that little bit of water I have in here and let me water something else? Let me feed that into some other crop, some other plant. Let me irrigate something else in life that's going to grow and become something that I can nourish myself on, that I can be happy with, that I can be satisfied. And it's because these feelings are bubbling up in you that make you feel, wait a minute, damn it, I don't have to accept half a glass. So we're going all in, jumping in with both feet into love, right? You got that 10 of wands in the future position. You're going to channel all your effort now into this. And I think falling in love, you know, is a very broad term. It's not to say that there's one person you're falling in love and that's it, or that you are devoting all your energy to finding the right person for you. Right? That you're going to just put all of your focus on getting into the right relationship. I mean, maybe that's part of it. But I feel like the Two of Cups being so close to the Ace, so close to the source. It's not even about a particular person. This is just living a life that is about love, general love, ubiquitous love. Okay? You're inspired to love generally, right? But I do think we can also, at the same time, look at these cards and think, yeah, I think you're going to find your soulmate. Okay? I think you are inspired by something out in your environment that you're going to unite with, that you want to make that part of your life. Okay? And it could be a sense of purpose, it could be an idea, it could be a mission in life. You want to unite with it, you want to make it a purpose of life. You want to make it a kind of a focal point of your life. And you're willing to put all of your energy into it because you can see that this has the future that you want. This leads to that growth, that happiness. This leads to our 8 of Pentacles, which to me it feels like it's even better than a 10 of Pentacles because it's a reminder that our life is organic, that it grows, that the more we feed it, the more we take care of it and maintain it, the more we irrigate it, the bigger it's going to get, and the more it's going to feed us, and, well, the more joy and pleasure that I get, you know? The 3 of Wands here is your general energy. And it's a general energy that that tells me that you haven't always been so sure about what you wanted to do in life. That it's not easy for you to stick to one particular path, that you do like diversity and variety. But I think that you've also, in your life, you've struggled with your sense of identity. Because, you know, some of the fundamental questions that we ask in life are, of course, who am I? Why am I here? What am I made of? And where am I going? And if we don't really know who we are or what we're made of, we have a difficult time agreeing or acquiescing to any of the options out there about where we're going. We have a hard time committing to where we're going. We don't know who we really are. Okay? I think you've overcome that in a lot of ways. I think through your experiences, I think you've come to know yourself intimately. And I think you know who you are. You know what you have to offer the world. And now you're ready to do that. You're ready to offer it. You're ready to begin. You're ready to grow. You're ready to nurture and nourish and irrigate this life until it blossoms and grows and bears fruit, and best life ever, right? That's where you're going. So I feel that this is you then pursuing your inspiration. Now, that Lover's card, it's like being hit with an arrow right in the chest. You know what you want to do in life. You know what you're meant to do. Now you know who you are, and why you're here, of course, is to pursue this union. Okay? Now, the Lover's card is also a card of reunion. It's suggesting that there are people in your life that you're estranged from. You don't talk to your parents, right, or your family or somebody. Being told to reconnect. Okay? And not everybody, not all of you need to reconnect with your entire family. Sometimes we're better off not talking to people, certain people, right? But there's someone in your life that you need to reach out to and connect with again. Okay? Doesn't have to be everybody. I think you know who I'm talking about. Yeah. It could really be this idea that we are estranged from our family. It doesn't mean that you have to reunite with that family, but it's the idea that we want family. Maybe we're choosing our family now. We're choosing what we want in our life. We want healthy relationships, relationships that are supportive and encouraging, right? Not dysfunctional, harmful, toxic relationships. It doesn't have to be blood family. We could be talking chosen family here. Okay? Now, the Queen of Wands in the future, or in the position of what you don't want, it's a card that looks at the past. Okay? The Queen, I think, is remembering how much effort you put into a lot of other things in your life in the past, right? Looking at all of the things that you have done in your life, all the commitments that you have made, all those things into which you put 100% of your effort. Okay? So sometimes the Queen of Wands is here to say that we don't really always want to do it again. In the sense that we did. I think it was here. Okay? I think this was a person or a situation where you did commit yourself completely. But this person's in your past, right? And maybe the Queen of Wands is looking back at this situation here, looking back at the past, maybe still feeling a little pissed off about it. Maybe it's saying, okay, I'm not doing that again. So it's sort of an obstacle to our commitment here that we're talking about with this fire energy and our Lover's card, right? So there's that part of you that we need to overcome that just, I have desires, but then the Queen comes in and says, no, you don't. We're not doing that. There's no way. I'm done giving all my effort to anything. I'm done putting in all that work just for it to leave, or maybe it was a breakup, maybe it was a transition. Maybe they've passed, right? So there's a reluctance to enter that deeply into any connection ever again. This is the obstacle that we have to get over, see? But we also want to remember that past. We want to remember how committed we were. We want to remember what it felt like to be all in with something. Because you did it once, yeah, you can do it again. So this position of the spread is that fear, right? We sort of fear a repetition of the past. Last time you jumped all into something, I think we ended up with an 8 of Cups, right? This time we're thinking, okay, I'm going to jump all in again. It's just going to be another 8 of Cups. We need to keep trying, you know. So this is really this could be a stopping point for you. But you see on the other side that this could grow into something really, really nice. There's a really nice future here. Okay. So if we can get over this energy, if we can conquer this hesitation, we get that Eight of Pentacles. Right? We get that slow and steady growth. We get that very nourishing and nurturing life, you know. And this is something that has very strong roots and a very strong trunk. This isn't like the last one, you know. This is one now based on love. Now it's being fed with the right energy. And I think that it's a little bit of encouragement that says, look, you're going about things the right way. You're taking it slow. You're making sure that the foundations are strong. You're making sure that the roots are really, really set in the earth there, and that the trunk is very strong, and this thing has the best chance of being the best future, the best life you've ever known. Okay. Of course, there are no guarantees. But it's worth the shot, right? I want to look at our mystery card now. Ten of Cups, right? That's what we're thinking. Yeah. 10 of Cups, or your power card, the Chariot card. Let's see what we have. Well, it's a Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is also looking at the past. But the Queen of Pentacles is looking at the past and trying to understand what happened, trying to understand what it was all about, right? What was the lesson there? What were we supposed to learn? Why did I go through that? The Queen of Pentacles is looking at the past to distill little kernels of wisdom, so that this time, now, turning toward the future, this time can be a success. So we need the Queen of Wands to look at the past with the Queen of Pentacles, and then all that energy together can figure out, okay, what was the past? What happened? Why did it happen that way? What did you learn from it? How can you take all of that wisdom now and apply it to this next thing so that this can really be successful? So it can be different this time. Okay? Queen of Pentacles is also saying that, yeah, there's a longing for something, that you had something in your life and it was gone. And that can make the Queen of Wands quite angry. So I'm not doing that again. There's no way I'm going to commit to anything like that ever again, right? But it doesn't take away the fact that the Queen of Pentacles is sort of longing for that thing again. Longing for that feeling. Maybe longing for that connection, longing for that love, longing for that sense of family, right? Of community, of connection, of intimacy. I don't think this feeling's going to go away, you know. But we have to be able to look at the past and understand it and apply those principles to the future. Yeah. We're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around, there is a link up in the corner. There's one down below. New readings for Cancer, Tuesday and Friday. Be sure to watch both readings. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It is totally free, doesn't cost anything. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.